Empire Review, Season 3, Episode 13, Part 2, My Naked Villainy. So where I left off on Part 1 was where Thirsty was grilling the young lady Kennedy about her past, and he was making her feel real bad, but Hakeem has a change of heart during this meeting. So the episode goes to Cookie confronting Jamal. She's mad about this Coocious tag or hashtag that's being used because of how it has offended Angelo, and she's afraid she might lose Angelo. Hakeem comes in and tells them, while Cookie is going off on Jamal, Hakeem comes in and tells her that Kennedy was going to drop the case, but because of Thirsty pissed her off with the way he was treating her. And so Hakeem wants to make everything right because he doesn't believe in beating women. And so he's like, what can I do? What is victim shaming? He asks Jamal, and Jamal explains to him what victim shaming is. And he refers back to the time where he made fun of him being gay at his own house. And they started that big fight back last season. And so once Hakeem gets it, he realizes that he needs to make it right. And so he decides to make a song to glorify women. And I promise you, when he did this song, at some point during this little song, it reminded me of something Tupac made. And I think it was the line where he said, we all came from a woman, because Tupac saying that in his song, Keep Your Head Up. If I remember correctly, he says, we all came from a woman, got a game from a woman. And yeah, keep your head up. So it just kind of sounded a little bit like that. So while he's in there talking to them and he's making his song and everything, he finishes and everything, and everybody's pleased with the results of his music. Andre busts in because he done heard about it, and he comes in the studio mad, just totally pissed off with Hakeem. And this is why I say Andre is behind all this lawsuit stuff. He's trying to tear down Empire one way so that he can build it up. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not sure if the writers of this show, if Lee Daniels and them, are that scrupulous though. But that's what it looks like. It looks like he's behind all of this mess. So he told him, he got mad with Hakeem, but Hakeem actually used Jamal's streaming account to submit this information or to put this song on, because we know that Andre shut his down. Andre's mad. I mean, really pissed off, because he feels like Hakeem has admitted guilt when he made this song. And so Dre tells him he wants him to make a public apology to the girl. And it's just a bad situation. Andre is just all over Hakeem. He's just attacking him left and right. And like I said, he wants him to make this public apology. Okay, so at some point, Dre is called to Luscious' house for an emergency meeting, which is unbeknownst to him. So when he gets there, he walks into Luscious' room, and Luscious had all of the shareholders and board of trustees and whatnot in his bedroom. And Andre is shocked and over him, and he's a little scared because he don't know what's going to happen. He's like, what's going on, you know? And because Luscious told him, well, I heard you wanted to have a meeting, so here we are. And so Andre, out of fear, was like, man, I was just trying to help you, just trying to keep you from having to deal with all of these situations. And so because he just wanted Luscious to rest, which we know is a lie. I mean, everybody's there. Thirsty, Cookie, Shine. Everybody's in that room. And so while he's in there they start talking about Vegas deal before the board. Dre brings it up, even brings out a portfolio of numbers and figures that he done worked up. I don't know when he had an opportunity to bring that in there, because he didn't even know they were finna have a meeting, so I don't know where it came from. But they passed it out and everything, and Luscious told him, he said, I've already told you I did not want to deal with Vegas. But he's still trying to get the board on board, get the people on board, and they like the numbers, they love the projections, and so everybody, including Cook and everybody, jumps on board and wants to support Dre in this new Vegas venture. But of course, I don't care what nobody say, Luscious has got more insight than they have about his company. Luscious started the company. Well, him and Cookie started the company. And while she was in prison, he built the company up. It's his company. So for Dre to come in and do what he's doing is wrong. And he needs to be kicked out. So ultimately, Luscious tries to fire Andre. But he had to have not just himself, but he had to have a second chairperson to actually co-sign with him and agree with it. And Andre reminds him, you're going to need a second person to agree before you can fire me. And nobody would vouch for him. I mean, Cookie wouldn't do it. None of the board members would do it. Everybody else just said they're going to back Andre. So, of course, Luscious is pissed off, but ain't nothing he can do. So he runs everybody out the room. He tells them, get out of my room. He runs them all out. He's pissed. Once again, he has been overpowered by Andre and his board members. Yet again. So he puts them out and everything. So at that very moment, it's looking like Andre has won. I think Luscious knows what he's doing. He knows Andre better than Andre knows himself, because Andre is a little bit like Luscious. So he senses something, and he senses that Dre is up to no good. That is why he told Thirsty to watch his family, because they're snakes. Okay? So we fast forward. They're at the party that night, or the listening party, whatever you want to call it, when a mayor is waiting for to hear whether or not he won. And Angelo won the mayor spot, but before he won, Luscious then stepped up in there. He crashed the party, and he starts talking all crazy, talking about, we know you're not gonna win. That's what Luscious said. And he's acting like he's the reason that when Angelo finally wins, Luscious is acting like he's the reason that Angelo won. He was upset about it, but he was acting like he the reason Angelo won. And he started talking crazy. Angelo couldn't even give his speech. Luscious started talking about, the only reason you won is because I co-signed, or because I supported the other John Meeks guy for mayor, and that made you push harder. So he trying to take all the credit for that. Then he goes up on the stage and sits down at the piano. Like I said, Angelo couldn't even get his speech out. So Luscious started playing this song and singing. And he started singing a song to Cookie. And Cookie starts to, her attention starts to gaze off into the wild blue yonder again. She's having flashbacks, thinking about Luscious again. You can see it all over her face. And then while Luscious is sitting at the piano playing his song and everything, Juliana walks up out of nowhere and puts her hand on his shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. And he looks up at her like he has seen a ghost. And he tells Juliana, he said, I should kill you right now. And Juliana says, no, you don't want to do that. She says, I'm about to make all of our dreams come true. All of our dreams. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. But what I left out, well, that wasn't the end. Right after that, they show Nessa. She's actually walking with Dre, and she confronts Dre about what he done told Juliana. She's like, so you do business? She was like, you told her we do threesomes? Something to that effect. And he said, you know how I do business. Andre just makes me sick. I do not like him, but I know his character is necessary for this show, but I do not like it. He tells her, this is the way I do business. You know that. She said, no, that's the way you and Rhonda did business. But that's not how I do business. Okay, is what she told Dre what Juliana had told her. But she told him that's not how she does business. And she walks off and leaves him standing there. And I say, you go, girl, go, Nessa. I ain't crazy about her character on here either. Her characters to me is kind of unnecessary, but she did good in that moment. She stood up for herself and told him to piss off, which she should have, because he was wrong to even propose some mess like that to her. Anyway, I forgot to mention that while Juliana was talking to Luscious at the piano, she told him to play that song that he wrote for her. So they have a history. I don't know what happened. I don't know what she did to him or what he did to her, but something has gone down, and it's going to be real interesting to find out what Lucious's and Juliana's connection is from the past and how it's going to affect Cookie. Anyway, y'all, thanks for listening. That is, in a nutshell, is what happened on Empire this past Wednesday night. Like I said, most of y'all know already that it won't be coming on tonight. We won't see it again until next week. And I think that's good. We need a break because so much stuff is coming on TV. Yeah, we needed a break from this because so much stuff is going on Empire. But anyway, thanks for listening. Put any commentary you want to down at the bottom and let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye-bye.